Greetings, Earthlings. So, today I just want to get right into it. I have been really studying the connection between the gut and the brain. You know how they say the gut is the second brain? It's amazing how much people don't know about their gut health. So, when you're going through something, some kind of sickness or some kind of ailments, whether it's mental, it doesn't matter what it is, and they tell you to change your diet, there is a huge reason for that. The gut has a set of complex neurons in it, very similar to the brain, and that helps it to communicate with the actual brain. And it is amazing how many things you can heal, literally heal, with the help of diet change and herbs. Because the inflammation from the foods that we're eating is what causes the discomfort in the gut. So there are people out there suffering from Crohn's disease, irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulitis, IBS, and so many other things people are suffering from. And it's not just that thing. Like, for example, if someone has Crohn's disease, they're not only dealing with Crohn's disease. I can guarantee you there are other things going on that they are dealing with. You know, people who deal with diabetes, it's because the pancreas is it's the biggest part of the digestive system. And it's one of the most important because of how it filters the insulin and the hormone, the nutrients and stuff like that. So if these things in your gut are off, then you're going to have a problem. That's why people always say, change your diet. So when I think about the people in the world who are dealing with mental health issues and different kinds of even things going on with their skin, you know, the gut really does make a huge difference. It is the second brain. There's 90% of the serotonin that the body deals with is in the gut. So it will affect your mood. It will affect your sleep. It can affect your appetite. It can affect your cognition. It is very important for you to consider this when you are continuing to run to the doctor and get all of these medications, and all they say is change your diet. There's something to that. Remember, the gut is the second brain. It has its own set of neurons. It has 100 million more neurotransmitters, more neurons than the spine. That's how important the gut is. So it's really important for you to consider that. I wanted to share with you really quickly some of my favorite herbs when it comes to getting your butt when it comes to getting your gut back in order, and then a couple of foods that will help. And it's like it's a synergy. You got to do it all together. You can't just take the herbs and think that's going to help. Trust me, I've tried it. It doesn't. You have to build your gut microbiome back up. You have to make it strong. And in order to do that, you have to change your diet. It's like I've been saying that for so many years. You guys, if you've been following me, then you know I'm always talking about diet. And since I've been studying the gut-brain axis, the gut is in constant communication with the brain. Constant. So it's very important for you to go ahead and forget about weight loss. People are so bogged down with losing weight. I'm telling you, if you start focusing on your gut health and start eating the right foods for your gut, the weight will fall off automatically. You won't have to try that hard. Okay? You have to take the proper amount of probiotics. You have to take prebiotics. Probiotics, you can get that with eating kefir, Drinking kefir. They have a coconut kefir. I wouldn't recommend dairy, although there is dairy. If you're into dairy and you want to do that, I wouldn't recommend it. But it's all about eating things that are fermented. So you have the kefir, coconut yogurt. You can consume kimchi. Some people like kombucha and sauerkraut. To me, sauerkraut is the number one probiotic that you can consume. There's miso. There are so many food sources that you can get your probiotics from. It's about the gut enzymes, something that I have been dealing with. My body is not producing the right amount of acidic enzymes to digest the food properly. So when you feel like you eat, you know how sometimes you eat and hours later you're still having like that full feeling like the food is just kind of sitting on your gut? That's why, because your body is not producing the proper amount of enzymes to break the food down, and so it takes a little longer for it to go through there. So yeah, just remember that 90% of your serotonin is in your gut. Your gut is constantly communicating with your brain. They call it the gut brain axis. That controls your mood swings, appetite, sleep cycles, all of that stuff. And it will show up in different ways. Some people, like I said, will get IBS. Some people will get diverticulitis, Crohn's disease, and all of these other things. It can affect your skin. Some people will literally start having mental issues. You can develop mental disorders because your gut is too inflamed. So keep that in mind. When you are ready to truly heal, think about your gut. Don't think about the ailment. I mean, you can, because you kind of want to add herbs for the gut along with whatever the ailment is that you're dealing with. But just keep your gut in mind. When you're going through something, like, I need to fix my gut. I need to fix my microbiome. There's a book out there. I cannot even remember the guy's name, but it's called The Microbiome Diet. Look it up, check it out. If you're going through something major, I suggest that you read that book. It will help you. There are several stages of what you can do to literally heal your gut. Start consuming pineapple. If you take pineapple, like the core of the pineapple, that has the most enzymes in it. So like if you want to drink pineapple juice, take the skin, clean it off really good, and start boiling it and drinking that in a tea. Papaya is another really great enzyme. They even have these things in tablet form. Papaya, I remember when I was pregnant and I was dealing with the acid reflux, my midwife told me to get papaya enzymes, and it was literally like a chewable, and it tasted just like papaya, and it helped so much. So there's so many natural things that you can do to heal your body without taking a bunch of prescriptions and just being on them for the rest of your life. Okay, so I'm going to share with you some of my favorite herbs for the gut. And there are tons out there, and you can really look it up, and it depends on what you want to target. But if for overall healing of the gut lining, I like to suggest marshmallow root, or marshmallow bark. This turns into like a gel in your body, and it just goes through your intestines and it sweeps along the intestinal wall, and it has the ability to fill in those little holes. Some people that go through these things like diverticulitis and stuff like that, there's little pockets that are that the food and it's just that develop in the gut, and stuff gets trapped in there. So to heal that, to seal it off, I suggest either slippery elm bark or marshmallow, which it turns into a gel, and it's really smooth. It's really good for the gut lining. And then fennel seed, or you can eat the fennel, the actual fennel plant. But the fennel seed is really good for digestive issues, like if you feel bloated, if you have an upset stomach and it's just discomfort, you can drink fennel seed tea. The same with chamomile, however you want to say it, tea, and also peppermint. Peppermint is another really good one. And another one that I've been drinking lately is licorice root. This has the ability to build the mucosa bacteria in your gut. So like if you're having issues with bacterial infections and different bacterial situations, licorice root. Don't drink this if you suffer from high blood pressure, because this is one of those herbs that can tend to raise your blood pressure. And so, yeah, I just wanted to get on here really quickly because so many people are having issues and they don't know why. And I've been studying the gut and just wondering, why do they say the gut is the second brain? That's why. It has its own set of neurons, and they are just as powerful as the neurons in your brain. And it can affect your nervous system and just throw everything out of whack. Whenever you're going through something, I can't say it enough, heal your gut and you will be amazed. Excuse me. Start eating pineapple. Start drinking pineapple juice, making pineapple tea. Start consuming papaya. Use the seeds, the papaya seeds in a smoothie. That helps to get rid of parasites. There's so many things you can do to heal yourself with food and herbs to where you don't have to take a bunch of prescriptions for the rest of your life. The pancreas, remember that is the most important part of the digestive system, the pancreas and then the liver. So I hope this helped. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel. If you know anybody who's dealing with gut issues, share this video with them. And I have a book coming out really soon. I'm so excited about it. And it's all about the gut. It's going to be different recipes in there pertaining to what you're going through, whether it's Crohn's disease, IBS, or anything else pertaining to the gut, the colon, whatever. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you want me to recommend some herbs, herbal tea blends, whatever you need, just reach out to me and I will help you as much as possible. Thank you for your time. Check me out on Instagram at The Earthy Oasis. And I love you. Have a good day and I will see you next time.